Hey, this is Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday Mojo. Hope you had a great weekend. So, on Saturday, my family and I got together and we interred my father's ashes. And it was a wonderful day. It was a day to remember. And leading up to that day, I took something that my father had when he was a kid that he kept in his drawer, and it's this little souvenir. It's a little wind-up bear. And my dad, when he was a boy, went on a trip, and he got this souvenir, and he kept it in a little box. It had a box with the bear's picture on a mountain on the front of it, and my brother Dan and my brother Mike and I used to sneak into that drawer in his bedroom and get it out and play with it. But by the time it got around to my sister Melissa, evidently he stopped working. And I thought, how cool would it be on the day that we interred my father's ashes if I could get this guy working again? So I went online, I looked up toy repair. I thought maybe I might have to travel to Ohio or Tennessee or Michigan. And right here in Indianapolis, Randy's Toy Shop in Noblesville does repair. So I drove up there and I took this look and I said, oh yeah, we can fix that guy. And so they did. And so look at this. Watch this. I took him to the service and look at that. Walking at you. Little head moves, and it's not real fantastic exciting, but it's pretty cool if you remember him. And so my nephew and his wife let their little girl play with it, and she was having a great time, and we all got to remember that moment of Dad's toy. Well, I got to thinking about that. So much of the products that we buy today are what they say designed for disposability. You know, they're designed to not last very long, and once you're done using them, or once the little part breaks, it's like it's not even worth repairing it. You know, we used to pay to get TVs repaired, but now it's like I just buy a new TV, right? But this guy is a simple design and designed to last. It's interesting when I looked it up. The term designed for disposability, the more slang term is designed for the dump. Designed for the dump. Not this guy. This guy he's going to be around a while. And he's easy to repair with simple kinds of things. But, you know, it made me think. There's a place just outside of Jerusalem called Gehenna. In the scriptures, Gehenna is referred to as the place of death, hell. Children were taken there and sacrificed and burned. It became a dump right outside of the city of Jerusalem. And if you told somebody to go to Gehenna, it was like telling them to go to hell. And so what this makes me think is this. You know, you and I are not designed for the dump. You and I are like this guy. We are designed forever. We're not designed for disposability. We're not designed to die. We're designed to live forever. And this season that we're walking through right now, Lent, and these days that we're about to walk up to the crucifixion and the resurrection, remind us that not only are we designed for forever, God has a plan to make sure that we live that life in a beautiful, awesome way. Not for Gehenna, not for the dump, but for a beautiful paradise garden kind of life. That's what we're designed for. So whenever I wind this guy up and he walks, I'm going to be reminded that God has made me forever, made you forever. And I think that's a really good thing. So to say goodbye, there's your Monday Mojo.